Before I forget, one more big going public announcement to share with you. Desktop Metal has been one of the big names in the 3D printer space for a while now. Desktop Metal has raised $430 million in investment to date, and it was one of the fastest U.S. companies to achieve unicorn status back when that really meant something. Well, Desktop Metal is also going to be one of the cavalcade of companies joining the public markets in the near future, hoping to go out at a $2.5 billion valuation. So that would be noteworthy all on its own because, again, big name in a big space, 3D printing, but also there's this. It's going public via a SPAC. I swear, everybody, SPACs just recently got on my radar and suddenly they're everywhere, quoting TechCrunch. The Burlington, Massachusetts company plans to list on the New York Stock Exchange under the ticker symbol DM by merging with Trine Acquisition Corp. The blank check company announced its own public offering of $261 million in March of last year. Under this new deal, Trine will merge with Desktop Metal to create a company worth up to $2.5 billion by its own estimates. Desktop Metal's most recent valuation from early last year had the company at $1.5 billion. The SPAC-led deal could therefore provide an attractive markup for Desktop Metal investors. The SPAC-led public debut will generate as much as $575 million in gross proceeds, according to a release describing the deal. Trine will contribute $300 million, with another $275 million from, quote, committed common stock PIPE at $10 per share. The term PIPE stands for Private Investment in Public Equity and allows for more money to flow into SPAC-led deals when required. In addition to furthering its own R&D efforts, Desktop Metal plans to make its own acquisitions using this money in what it refers to as a, quote, constructive consolidation of the additive manufacturing 3D printing industry. The deal would position Desktop Metal as a primary player in what it's deemed additive manufacturing 2.0, essentially a second wave of 3D printing innovation that could finally see the technology fulfilling its potential to truly upend manufacturing after years and decades of hype, end quote.